Welcome to Guess Class. New puzzle unlocked. Let's begin. Let's play Guess the Country. On the left, you see a bowl of tonkotsu ramen, thick noodles, pork slices, seaweed, and a creamy broth. On the right, there's a neon-lit street with umbrellas, vending machines, and signs in kanji. Which country is this? A. China, B. South Korea, C. Japan, or D. Vietnam? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is C. Japan. Tonkotsu ramen is one of Japan's most beloved comfort foods, and rainy cityscapes like this are common in Tokyo. Fun fact: Japan has more vending machines than people in some neighborhoods, over 5 million across the country. Here's another cultural clue. On the left, we see a traditional dancer wearing a bright green and gold outfit with an ornate headpiece. On the right, there's a temple gate made of red brick and carved stone, surrounded by tropical trees. Which country is this? A. Thailand, B. Indonesia, C. Cambodia, or D. Malaysia? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is B. Indonesia. The dancer is performing a Balinese dance, and the gate is a traditional Balinese Candi Bintar, commonly found in temples. Fun fact, Bali has over 20,000 temples, which is why it's often called the Island of 1,000 Temples. This one's tasty. On the left, we have a buttery croissant served on a white plate beside a cup of coffee. On the right, there's a charming street lined with bakeries, outdoor cafes, and people riding bicycles. Which country are we in? A. France, B. Belgium, C. Italy, D. Austria? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is A. France. The croissant is a famous French pastry, and this romantic cafe-lined street is typical of Paris or Lyon. Fun fact: the average French person eats more than 10 kilograms of bread per year, and croissants are just the beginning.
Let's travel again. On the left, there's a traditional red double-decker bus driving through a rainy street. On the right, we see a massive clock tower. You might know its nickname. Which country are we looking at? A. Canada, B. United Kingdom, C. Australia, D. Germany? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is B. United Kingdom. That's Big Ben in London, and the iconic red buses are a classic sight in the UK capital. Fun fact: Big Ben is actually the nickname of the bell, not the tower itself. The tower is officially named Elizabeth Tower.
Now for something spicy. On the left, we see a bowl of colorful curry with flatbread and chili peppers. On the right, a bustling street filled with tuk-tuks, street vendors, and golden temples. Where do you think we are? A. Thailand, B. India, C. Nepal, D. Sri Lanka? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is A. Thailand. The curry and tuk-tuk clue points straight to Thailand, especially cities like Bangkok. Fun fact: Thailand's street food culture is world famous. Bangkok was once named the best city for street food in the world. Let's test your travel knowledge again. On the left, you'll see a group of people in colorful ponchos standing beside a furry animal with a long neck. On the right, we see a mountain city with stone terraces built into a green hillside. Which country is this? A. Chile, B. Mexico, C. Peru, or D, Bolivia? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is C, Peru. The animal is a llama, and the ancient city on the mountain is Machu Picchu, one of the most iconic landmarks in South America. Fun fact, Machu Picchu was built by the Inca around the 15th century and rediscovered in 1911 after being hidden for centuries. Here comes another global riddle. On the left, you see a woman in a bright red cheongsam dress with golden embroidery. On the right, there's a city skyline with the massive wall winding through the hills in the background. Which country is this? A, China. B, Vietnam. C, South Korea. D, Taiwan. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is A, China. The cheongsam is a traditional Chinese dress, and the Great Wall is one of China's most recognizable landmarks. Fun fact, the Great Wall stretches over 21,000 kilometers. That's more than half the circumference of Earth. Let's keep exploring. On the left, there's a frothy mug of beer next to a large pretzel on a wooden table. On the right, we see a traditional European village with timber-framed houses and people in lederhosen. Which country is this? A, Germany. B, Austria. C, Switzerland. D, Czech Republic. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is A, Germany. The food and costumes are classic Oktoberfest culture, especially from the Bavaria region. Fun fact, Germany's Oktoberfest is the largest beer festival in the world, attracting over 6 million visitors every year. Let's end with a fresh clue. On the left, we see a traditional meat pie, golden brown and filled with minced beef and gravy. On the right, there's a grassy hill with sheep and a rugby field in the background. Which country does this combo belong to? A, Ireland. B, New Zealand. C, England. D, Australia. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is B, New Zealand. The meat pie is a popular snack in New Zealand, often enjoyed during sports games, especially rugby matches. Fun fact, New Zealanders eat more than 70 million pies every year. That's around 15 pies per person annually. Case closed. Subscribe for more brain teasers. See you next time.